Have you ever wondered what to do when law enforcement asks to search your belongings or your car, leaving you feeling unsure about your rights? Understanding your options in these situations is a powerful way to protect yourself and assert your legal standing. If you refuse a police search, generally, law enforcement cannot proceed with searching your person, vehicle, or home without a warrant, your consent, or probable cause accompanied by an exception to the warrant rule. Your refusal means that officers must demonstrate a clear legal basis before they can proceed, upholding your Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches. The fundamental principle here is the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution, which protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures. Generally, for a search to be lawful without your consent, police need a search warrant issued by a judge based on probable cause. However, there are exceptions, such as when there is probable cause and exigent circumstances, like evidence about to be destroyed, or if an item is in plain view, or if you are arrested and the search is incident to that lawful arrest. Knowing these exceptions is key to understanding when police might legally search without your explicit permission. To effectively refuse a search, remain just calm and state clearly and politely, "I do not consent to a search." Do not physically resist or interfere with officers, even if you believe the search is unlawful. It is important to remember that refusing consent only applies when police do not already have probable cause, a warrant, or an exception that allows them to search. If they have one of those, they might proceed despite your refusal. Also, be aware that you cannot refuse a search if you are on parole, as parole conditions often include waiving your Fourth Amendment rights. An important distinction to remember is that police can perform a pat-down or frisk for weapons if they have a reasonable suspicion that you are armed and dangerous, which is different from a full search for evidence. This is known as a Terry stop. This limited search is strictly for officer safety and not for finding contraband. Furthermore, always be sure to ask if you are free to leave. If an officer says you are, you can calmly walk away. If you are not free to leave, it means you are being detained, which is a different legal standard than a casual encounter. Understanding your right to refuse a search is not about being uncooperative. It is about knowing when and how to exercise your constitutional rights responsibly. By calmly asserting your non-consent and knowing the limited circumstances under which a search can still occur, you empower yourself with knowledge and help ensure that legal processes are properly followed, safeguarding your personal liberty and privacy.